grown man on a BMX bike. That's like the signature of Reading. That and meth. Hey folks, it's Mike with Chasing Trail. In the words of Ice Cube, I've got a full tank of unleaded.
And we can roll all day if I can ride all night. I got a full
70 degrees. It's Sunday. My last 2 days of riding plans were foiled, but today is going to be a good day.
Gonna be a good day.
And I have news. What's the first bit of news? First bit of news, I'm trying out my new underpants, Moto Skivvies. They have these big pads on the cheeks. I feel like I'm wearing a diaper, but it should help with some of the seat soreness. My new seat concept seat isn't broken in yet. I really can't say if it's better than stock or not yet. I mean, it probably is. I guess it's just not immediately comfortable. I'd probably have to jump back and forth. I think it's a little bit wider. Oh, that's not legal, sir. That was not legal. What else? Yeah, so I'm wearing my diaper. Hopefully, I think a lot of the pain I get isn't like from the padding of the seat. It's from like abrasion of my ass sliding back and forth. It's not so much like soreness as it is my skin feels really sensitive because I'm a little snowflake. And we're gonna go around this jackhole. Well, the big news, I just sold the KTM. I think that's the fastest I've ever sold a vehicle. I'm not sure exactly what time I listed it last night, but within a few hours I had a guy from out of town saying he wanted to come take a look. What time could I show it? So what time do you want to be here? 9 to 10 a.m. Sure enough, he showed up and he bought it. Didn't even haggle me. I wasn't going to budge anyway, not within the first 24 hours. I think I priced it fair. I always try to price things fairly, like a no haggle price. And I did with this, and he agreed, and he purchased it. I almost had a twinge of regret. I had plugged back in the fuel controller, and it increased a couple of the settings, and I took it for a quick ride this morning, and it wasn't, I had a slight flat spot, but it definitely was better. So it may have been something that could have been tuned out, but I don't know. I chased my tail like this on the CRF 450L, which had a vortex, and frankly I just didn't want to go through the bullshit again. If I'm going to do that, I'm going to buy a lightly used bike that someone else has already sorted out. I had thrown enough money at the KTM, I didn't want to throw any more at it, and that's really what it came down to. I just felt like I was not going to trust that bike. I didn't share all the stuff in my videos. There's a lot I love about the KTM. I'm going to shit on it now because I'm justifying why I sold it, but there's a lot I like about the KTM, okay? Take any video like this with a grain of salt, because obviously if someone just sold a bike, they're probably going to talk about why they sold it, not the reasons to keep one. They're awesome bikes, and for my original intended purpose of riding it just to the OHV park, it's great. I just found I'm using it for more as a dual sport than I expected, and I think continually trying to find these compromise bikes is maybe just not the way to go for me. And that even extends to this Tenere, and I'll talk about that later on. There's lots of little things, like the fact that the thing's going to overheat every time I get to a long stoplight, and it's not even that hot yet. I was having this happen in February, where I'm going to have to shut the bike off or worry about the check engine light coming on, which apparently is a heat thing, but I don't see that anywhere in the manual that actually indicates that, so fuck, you know, I don't know. The thing made me nervous. I think that's what you get when you want a absolute top-of-the-line performance European race machine. It's not going to be a dead reliable dual, you know, what am I even saying? I'm just spilling out obvious bullshit. Everyone knows this. I have to learn shit the hard way. I have to have the experience. I can read it, it'll make sense, I'll acknowledge that, yeah, okay, that makes sense. It doesn't matter. I want to experience it for myself. I want to go through that learning process. I want to gain the knowledge on my own. I still want the feedback. I still like getting people's opinion. But now I know what it's like to own a KTM. Will I own another one? Maybe. Not anytime soon. I can't handle any more of Zendime's memes. And he said if I buy another KTM, he's going to come over to my house, start spray painting things orange and just kicking them over. So KTM's out in the near future. I don't think they are bad bikes, but, and again, I'm not just going to repeat everything else you've heard. It's all true, the good and the bad. Decide for yourself how you feel about that. And everyone's experience is going to vary. I work in IT. If you ask an IT guy like, hey, what's the best brand of RAM I should get, or what's the best hard drive, or this, if you ask 10 different IT guys, Jesus, that thing's running rich up there. That thing stinks. You're going to get 10 different answers because it's all based on our own experiences, what's worked or not worked. You have one bad experience with a product, even after years of their other products working great, it can sour you to one. So I'm sure there are many KTM owners out there who've never had an issue and just love their bikes, and there's others who've had them fall apart and break down and cause problems and they hate them. I'm somewhere in the middle, you know. I think they're a fantastic motorcycle to ride. For me, I don't need much of what that bike offers. I putt around slowly. I'm not very skilled at riding. What attracted me to it was the lightweight, which is huge off-road. And honestly, the thing I'll miss the most about that bike are the brakes. The brakes on that thing were fucking phenomenal. That was my favorite thing about that bike, was the brakes. Oh, shit sticks. Okay. In any case, what am I going to replace it with? I'm definitely going to replace it with something to ride at the dam. I don't know what yet. Probably, in all likelihood, I'm either going to get a Beta Dual Sport, just so Zendime will shut the fuck up. Then he and I will we could have matching bikes like a couple of fruits, and we'll ride around, we'll get matching riding gear, and when we get off the bikes we'll hold hands and go buy some ice cream. Or I'm just going to get a pure dirt machine and truck it out there. It is handy being able to just ride straight from my garage for sure, but I don't know if it's not a requirement for me at this point. It extends my riding time, so I factor in the ride out there and the ride home. So when I might otherwise be willing to ride a little bit longer at the dam, I'm already thinking like, oh shit, I still have another 20-30 minutes ride to get home. I'm factoring in the time of day. If it's getting dark, I'm already spending some gas to get out there and back, so I have to factor that into how far can I ride when I'm out there. I love dual sports and I love the ability to do that, but it's not a requirement, and I may be better off just getting a pure dirt bike and trucking it out there. So I'm not sure what I'll do yet. If I had to decide right now, I'd say I'm going to get a pure dirt bike. Look for a good used machine. Also I am someone who prefers to buy new, but I definitely take a big kick in the taint every time I do this and I buy a new bike and then sell it, because I'm going to be paying full tax and dealer fees and all that shit. And I'm not suggesting anything illegal here. I'm just saying that every time I've bought or sold a used bike, you get a better deal, especially in regards to the tax. So, damn, this car sounds mean. Mikey likes it. Listen to that thing. Can you hear it? It's growling. Yeah, smoking 71. I wonder what it is. Someone who knows about cars can tell me. I don't even know what I'm saying. I'm rambling like usual. Just talking about some bullshit.